Hello everyone, it's me again, Mahmoud Radwan, and today I was thinking to make something different. Um, so let's talk about pop-ups and let's talk about the mechanisms a little bit. So actually, I have here two kinds of pop-ups that I was made and I was working on. So actually, I want to talk with you about something really important. In my opinion, it's very important that very beautiful and useful exercise to anyone want to be a paper engineer. So actually, I was first thing I did when I was trying to experimenting um, to take one of mechanisms and see how the famous paper engineers are using this mechanism. So I made so many searches about the pop-up books that including something like maybe this mechanism. It's very simple, but how I can use this in a very different ways. So I was searching about videos about the pop-up books, and I figured out so many pop-up books, um, they including this V, and I start making this V, and then I start to make every pop-up I can do from a famous pop-up books, and then I figured out that they are using the same mechanism so many times in their books, and that was really very nice thing to know. I wasn't I don't know that before I did this. So actually I let me show you this mechanism. It looks like very simple, right? But they are using this in so many pop-up books. You can really see it a lot and very different ways using this one. So I start with this one, and then I add um, two triangles over here. Look at this, two triangles over there. So it's the same mechanism, just add two triangles here and here, as you can see. Okay, and then I used this in so many times. I used the same thing. So look how I turned this into something really nice. Let me show you this card. As you can see, it's monster ink. So it's the same mechanism again with two rectangles, but it's very tiny. Sorry, triangle. It's very tiny, but it's the same mechanism, as you can see. And I have here one from look at this one. It's from Princess pop-up book by Matthew Ronhart, and I found this in one of the side cards. So it was the same thing. Look at this, it's the same this and this triangle and the V. So it was the same thing. And look at this one. Actually, it's from Bixer pop-up book by Matthew Ronhart again. So look at this one. It's the same thing. Actually, these two triangles with this V. So it's the same thing actually. it was really cool to figure out how this has been done. And there's so many things here, but I'm talking about this guy. So Ratatouille from Bixum pop-up book. Isn't that cool to know how they're using this mechanism? And the last thing I did, it's my design actually, it's about Hercules. So the same mechanism. So all this pop-ups pop-up cards, it's actually the same mechanism. As you can see, it's the same mechanism. Here, 2 triangles with 1 V. So it's very useful mechanism. And then I have here another the same mechanism, but with a little different using the same mechanism. So about this one, look at this one. Can you see this? This one, it's a little different actually, but it's the same mechanism, 2 triangles with 1 V. And actually the difference between this and this one, it's really the same thing, but what different here is this one is more higher than this, so this is a little bit flat, all right, but this one it's not flat, and also we was using this part of triangles, this part, but in this one we used this part of the triangles. So that's the difference between this and that one. So when I figured this out, it was really a wonderful thing, because I made so many pop-ups with this mechanism again, and it's the same mechanism as you can see. So this one I will gonna show you how it's made me feel like, how I figured out maybe this card, how it has been done with this mechanism, and how I figured this out and know this. So as you can see, look at this. When I was closing the card, look, it's moving, like touching each other, and then it's closed. So while I was watching videos about the pop-up books, so I figured out that this tiger from Jungle pop-up book by Matthew Reinhardt again, it was the same mechanism. So look at this. Can you see? Actually, this part here and here and here is the same mechanism. Can you believe this? Look at this, how it's moving while I'm closing the card. It's also touching each other with the same way. Can you see this? And then it's a little bit different here, because we made this like using the 9-degree angle and making like a layer box layer, and the other way. And then we just closed the sides here and from here, as you can see, but it's the same way, the same mechanism actually. I love this moment when I figured this out, and I'm starting making this, and it's working very well. So it was really nice. So and what else I made? This mechanism. Can Can you see this mechanism? Actually, all this stuff has been built on the same mechanism. So from here, this triangle and this the other triangle, and this is the V. So it's the same thing. And then the box layers from the sides. So as you can see, while I am closing this, they will touch each other like the same thing. Look, they are opening and closing the same way. So you see how it's really easy to figuring out how they are making their pop-up box and using the same mechanism in very different ways. So and this one too, it's the same thing. Actually, the same thing. Look at this two trees. They are touching each other the same way. Can you see that? So it's really very helpful to know this. And this is the box layer. The same thing, actually. Triangle, triangle, 1V. Two triangles and 1V. So it's really wonderful card, and there's a little secret here. This, actually. I'm gonna explain how they made this one too, but I was just want you to know that about this mechanism and why I made so many tutorials about the same mechanism, because it's really important to know that you can use this in very different ways, and you can also see the same instructor actually with this one. In the zombie pop-up book, I guess they used in one of their pages in the pop-up book page, they used the same mechanism actually. So yeah, it's really nice one. So that's all what I want you to know about this mechanism, and I think I made all the tutorials that we will need to know about this mechanism, and I will make the advanced tutorials very soon. So please be tuned for this. So I have here. Let me show you this mechanisms. It's actually. Let me take one of these. This is the next tutorial. So it's very similar to the same mechanism, but there is very tiny difference between this one and this one. Very tiny difference between them. So look at this instructor. Actually, I don't know if you can see this, but look at this. Can you see? Look at these two towers, how they are touching each other with the same way. It's actually very similar to the same mechanism, but with a lot of difference, and I will show you how to make one of these. So be tuned of this one, because this is the next tutorial. It's from a London pop-up book, Beddington, I think. So it's one of pages in the book, and I really love while I was making this one. Actually, it was like wow, very tiny details, so many details actually. So this is the next tutorial actually I will talk about, and I will make a tutorial about how to make one of these, and then I will gonna show you so many spreads, how to make one of these, and how it's done. Okay, so look at this one. Can you see the details? And how this, look at this arm, how it's moving. Look. I actually don't have any pop-up book. I just have only one, and that's why I started making this spreads actually to be a reference for me, and to be looks like I have the same pop-up book. So when I have this instructor, I made it by myself. So it looks like it's very look like I get the book, you know. So that's why I made this actually. So that's the advanced level. I will gonna make the tutorials about everything of this, and then I have here so many actually spreads to make tutorials about and talk about this. So look at this one, the hammer guy. Yeah, it's from God's pop-up book. I guess. Yeah, it's very nice movement, as you can see. Very hard, very sharp movement happening here. So many details, but it's really easy to make this one actually. Okay, so it's the advanced level. I'm gonna make tutorials about all of this stuff, and this one too. So many of you asked me about how to make one of these, so I will make a tutorial about this, but it's actually very hard to explain how to make one of these because there is no measuring too much. There's no measuring in this actually. As you can see, it's from Cinderella pop-up book by Matthew Arnott. So as you can see, this from this side and from behind, as you can see here, there's this straps actually is moving like this. Look. So yeah, I will make a tutorial about how to make one of these. I'll teach you how to make this one, and it's very wonderful, and it's very hard actually, not an easy way. That's very advanced level. And the last one here, it's not the last one, but last one in this video. So this is from Wizard pop-up book by Robert Saboda this time. Can you see that? This was really fun to make the details of this one. I don't know if you can see all these details, but it's actually very wonderful spread. So I'm gonna make a tutorial about this also. So that's all what we have today. I hope you enjoyed with me watching this and talk about how to make pop-ups. So actually I love to make people feel like teach them what I know and my knowledge, give you my knowledge about everything I know. So that's really important, because sharing this information is make it much easier for everyone here, for me and for you and for everyone actually in this field. So yeah, I will make so many tutorials about all of this stuff. So please be tuned of this videos, and I will gonna upload it very soon. So please, if you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel so you can receive a notification about any new video. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.